Oh boy, I'm at it again. Thanks, Shalem. Right about now, I was at it again with niggas and bitches and homies and friends. And that's how we.
What up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the No Namers Podcast. I am Nestor.
This is a cricket's nest. I'm Adrian.
I'm Joe. Filling in for Art.
Filling in for Art. Art's still not back.
Art's 21-day stint's almost done.
He should have been out, but he socked the fucking guard. So.
Nah, it's always been 21 days.
Has it?
How about 21-day program?
How about 21
makes
days?
it to 30.
So he's not back. So he should be back soon. For anybody who's missing him. Yeah.
You can send donations to this P.O. box.
You could subscribe to the channel. He'd like that if you guys haven't already. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we're just constantly putting stuff up there. Hopefully you guys fuck with it.
What if he comes back and wants to finally form that band?
He finally wants to start making like, what if he just comes back with notebooks and notebooks of just lyrics and just like, look, I don't write music, but I just heard these tempos in my head. Boom, boom, boom. You know, or whatever the fuck.
You heard the Black Eyed Peas?
Boom, 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 boom.
Anyways.
But yeah.
Miss you, Art.
Yeah, he should be back soon.
Some of us don't.
Yeah, everyone said their names right. Sometimes I take too long to just introduce everyone, so. I was like, what? I almost didn't hear what you said. The crickets was hella loud.
I heard I hope he's Thurgood. And I'm like, Thurgood? Like from Half Baked? But then it took me a second. I'm like, oh, Thurgood. Sorry.
See, last time we had some fucking stories. At least we had that, and I felt like I botched them not because I let Joe tell it. We botched it because, no. I think because we had a conversation, it's just I felt like my energy wasn't there.
That's just mad pseudo shade.
No, what the fuck?
That's just pseudo shade.
You don't help us rent a car. Now you're throwing me under the bus for some shit.
No. Because,
it's like...
Take the
bus.
bus.
You're throwing shade?
No, I wasn't. The shade's coming from
shit because you couldn't tell a story.
No, because like, see, now I know there's a story, but I'm like, fuck, I just want it, introduce it right, and like have it come off right.
You're telling Roman don't fuck up?
No.
Preemptive warning.
Last week,
shit, just learn to pronunciate the words.
Last week,
that too.
Just because last week I know there was a funny story, and I'm just like, I guess our energy wasn't there, and we kind of ran through it, like, because we started almost right away with it. Because I was like, Joe, tell that story.
And I don't even remember.
Huh? Well, it's because when I was editing, and I was like, oh my god, we fucking we jumped into that story way too fast, and then once we're in the story, you're telling it, but my energy's not matching yours, or both our energies are kind of low. And then these guys are not jumping in and helping us, like asking questions, kind of helping us develop it more.
Oh, that's all good.
We weren't there.
Yeah. So,
how am I supposed to say, yo, did you guys steal shit there? That's not a natural question to ask people.
Well,
most people ain't savages,
right?
If you know us, that question should be asked wherever.
I was hoping you'd be more civilized at someone else's workplace.
You know what the fuck today?
You're a bad influence on me.
I was like,
you're the fool who's trying to get fools fired at their fucking day off. Hey, yo, Craig, steal that box, bro.
How'd you get fired on your day off, man?
How'd you get fired for stealing boxes, man? Good movie though.
You just want a friend to hang out with.
in the morning, one of my cousins put up on her Instagram, yo, fuck my mom's. That bitch. Oh,
what the fuck?
No. Wait, no, that's wrong. It was one cousin talking about the other cousin. So she's like, yo, my sister's a stray savage. She called my mom a fake bitch and a snake. I thought that was the funniest shit ever, because I was like, yo, now you could dish your parents on social media, like, to the world, yo. Like, I thought
she was dissing your sister, no?
Wow.
No, she's giving her sister props for calling their mom.
Oh, okay. That's what I was confused.
a snake and a fake bitch, fool. Or a fake bitch and a
Because
snake.
savage isn't a bad thing. I mean, I was so confused. I
No, well,
was like,
savage is like that fool's a killer.
Like, that
fool.
fool's down.
That's
He's
down.
G,
That's
yeah,
sick.
I was just like,
that's some
so
B shit.
what the fuck's like? Why does everyone talk like? Why is everyone like savage, bruh? Like fam, like why? What's up with that? Am I fucking old now? I don't get it. Like sometimes I'm
You
like,
understand savage?
what? Well, no, I was just like, why?
Listen to rap music.
No, but why? Like, yo, my sister's a savage. When you're just like, yo, my sister's like. I guess I was just like, why didn't she just get straight to the point with her post instead of like,
My sibling's rather rude. She addressed my mother.
She did
in a
get to the
crass
point
way.
though.
I don't know. I was just kind of, it's weird to like diss her like that.
The
you know?
only thing that threw me off is, I guess, using the word fake bitch, because then it's like, is that an insult or is that a compliment? Because
Nonsense.
but then if you're a real bitch, isn't that an insult as well?
No, because
Nah.
you're real. Fool.
She's keeping it 100. What?
Bitch isn't negative. When it all depends on the adjective in front of it, and it all depends on how it's being said. Like if you're saying she's a real bitch, then that's bad because you're saying like she's a lot. She's bitchy.
She's
But if you're
like,
saying like she's a real bitch, then you're saying that she's real, but you're just referring to her as a bitch, but not in a negative way, just in a general female way.
I mean, I guess that's a problem with text as well.
Yeah, that's the problem with.
You can just associate it with like,
you don't use emojis to tell your
That's
emotions.
because people don't.
Bitches
don't
love
punctuate
smiley
right, dog.
faces.
Right?
They don't punctuate right, dog. You got.
I just told my sister like, what's wrong with like the OG shit? Why couldn't she just like, my mom's a real cunt and just leave it at that? Like, why just like why?
That's
go-
too mean.
Real G's. That's what I'm talking about.
Real-
talk like that, dog. You
real
speak in
old
slang
Gs?
too, but just old slang.
I don't know. I'm just like, what the fuck? And apparently, Snake's big right on the internet. I asked like, what's up? Why is Snake though? And she's like, oh no, right now it's huge in the internet. When you want to shade people, you just call them snakes. And I was like, wait, shade? Like, I was like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know. I just felt
It's
like
slang.
I feel you, but I'm just like, I guess
That's like saying bomb back in the day and shit like that.
I feel you.
It's the same stuff.
Yeah.
You're just. I
Well,
don't know why you acting.
No, I
I
mean,
you got old people brain now. Dog.
no, well,
It's not. It's just.
I thought it was just funny because I was like, wait, I mean, Snake and Fake Bitch were like, it's bad. I mean, it's like, no, I just thought it was funny that she put it on blast, like on social media. I was just like, I imagine, like, what's the worst thing you could have said about your moms?
That's
or your
social
family?
media though.
Like online back in the day, if you were
MySpace days, people used to do that shit too on their MySpace.
She probably put it on there because it's all like, once it's probably like the heat of the moment. So it's just like, damn, as well as. Like,
Well, I don't think
it's like
she.
the mom's never gonna see this.
No, I think she called it.
Well, just
She said
telling
it to her face. She's just
The
repeating.
sister's the one who wrote it on
The-
her social
once-
media page.
Reporting back.
Yeah, the sister's just like she's just fucking CNN live ticking what the other one's saying to her mom's face. Like my mom,
Because
my
the
sister
way you
just,
thought it was funny, the sister thought it was funny.
And she's telling her friends.
I
Hey,
guess.
this is funny. My
Do you
sister's
remember like social
savage.
media? You intended for your friends to be the ones reading it, but we forget that a lot of other people can read it. So.
And then I was just trying to like, I'm like, well, how did they get? Like to me, it was just like, how did they
My
get
mom
there?
being a fake bitch.
She's a total snake. No, I just thought I'm like, geez, like what the fuck? I'm just like, if I was 13, 14, like what would I put up about my or what would I
You?
call my
How would
mom?
you have worded that sentence?
No, what like
You're
what would have I
crazy, dog.
called
She
my
probably
mom?
was just some mad
What would have
foul
I
shit,
called
dog.
my mom that
My mom's
Agent?
a fake bitch. She won't let me watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, that's I just call that shit. Oh shit! I just call it that on a regular Wednesday. No, I was just like, if Adrian's putting up shit, I would say to my mom, like, what would it be at 13? You know, and like going out to the world for everyone to know. I mean, I was mean though. Like I was a dickhead, but I just didn't know I was being mean. Oh yeah, that's true. I just didn't know I was being mean. Like I would just say shit. Like I was just my mom. Like
Well,
I
you
don't
just,
believe
you
that
were
when
just
people-
being funny. Fuck.
When people say they don't know they're being mean, I find that hard to believe because even when I'm being funny, I know it's mean. Like, but it's like I'll do it for the joke because
But
it's like
there's some of us that think like they get it. It's funny, dog. It's
Nah.
not
They
mean.
understand I'm
Mean.
joking, but realistically, they're just like,
no, I wasn't even joking with my mom. I just didn't think she would get hurt. Like I didn't think it was a wrong thing
oh, you
to
didn't
say.
think it was gonna affect her?
like I would tell her I didn't like her food. Like I was just tell her like straight up, oh, you fucking suck at cooking. But I just thought it was my way of doing constructive criticism at 12 or whatever. But I guess it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like
that's his asshole side.
because I would tell, like I remember I had service with like ladies in the office, like grown ladies, like 40, 50-year-olds, and they're like, oh, so I don't know how it came up, but I just remember telling them like, yeah, my mom's cooking sucks. And she's like, well, why would you say that? I don't know. I tell her all the time. And they both were like, what? You tell her to her face? I'm like, yeah, well, what? Like,
I remember I got yelled at because I told my mom like she made something I didn't like, and she's all like, "Well, then starve." I'm all like, "But that makes no sense because there's other food in the house," and she just got pissed off.
Well, because it's mean.
You're a dick.
I mean, in saying that, I'm pretty sure like we've all done terrible things to our mom.
Never.
Like,
No.
I love my mom.
I ruined
The
her body.
most terrible things I do to her is disappoint her.
well, there you go. That's a terrible thing.
But
You can't say
don't-
no and then say
I
something
don't
you
say
did.
mean things to her.
Make her worry.
I've eaten her shitty food.
And saying that, do you think she'd rather have you say mean things than disappoint her?
I think she would prefer the disappointments because they don't come as often as the mean things that would be said.
But then if she had a choice,
I mean, then that's not
Nah,
my question
because
to
you-
answer.
there you
Honestly,
go.
because like those mean things probably stay with them.
Well, the mean things, it's
They
like
cut.
you got to go to sleep at night.
Knowing that your kid
No,
said
your
that
kid
shit
said
to you
that
on
to you.
purpose, dude.
Like fucking around or not, it's like
But then you
someone
just like
I made told me I'm a piece of shit. It's like, how do you fucking sleep at night? Like,
Someone said that my cooking ain't shit.
The same
But
way
in my
I
head,
always
it's just
do,
all like this
dog.
kid knows nothing.
With
Like I
my
would just take
eyes
it with a grain of
open.
salt. I'm like, oh, this kid knows nothing.
with the
What if he had
With a
gone
gun
to
under
like
my-
six?
Because the
pillow.
whole purpose of it was to like.
What if he had
hope
gone
they
to like
like it.
8 years of culinary school, so he did know something? No, I straight up, I don't know if I'm just fucking stupid or naive, and I just don't know what hurts people because I like,
I think
remember,
you do.
or I
No.
do and don't care.
I think that's what it is.
Because I remember one time telling my and this is mean, my uncle like, yo, your kids ain't right though. Like they're kind of slow with it, fun. Like, are they developing in like at the normal rate that kids should be developing, or like
Yeah.
what's up with them? And I was like 14, 13, like, and to me I thought like, oh, we're having a grown up conversation, but homeboy was like, what do you mean? My kids are developing just right. I'm like, really? You haven't seen them yet? Like, they're 8 and they could barely like string like sentences along. What are you talking about? Plus they're like undersized. They're not growing at the rate, and like, should you just like get them checked or tested for like you know, and in my head I'm having a grown up conversation with grown ups.
Grown up though.
Yeah, and not to like
Nor are you approaching it in a grown up way.
I didn't know.
I mean, you can say that shit if it's like the person that you're saying it to, you know, has some sort of like understanding and respect for you. But as a kid, it's like you're not allowed to say that kind of shit because you're a kid. Doesn't matter how like.
I
Even
guess
if you were
it's
to come
like-
at your parents like in an adult fashion, a lot of times your parents see you still as a kid.
So you should censor your kids?
What?
Well, because you're saying like you shouldn't be.
I'm saying don't be a dick. That's what I'm saying.
But see, like to me, I wasn't even trying to be a dick. I was just trying to bring up
Yeah,
a
you were
valid
concerned.
point.
Yeah, he didn't see it that way.
But I think
It's
you
just
brought
like
it up
now thinking
incorrectly.
it back, it is like one of those cringy moments. Like, who the fuck would say that to another grown man, like person? You know
But
what
it's
I mean?
like
Not
saying
another
that.
grown man. To a grown man.
To a grown man, yeah,
'Cause
as
you're
a
not
kid.
a grown
But
man.
like saying that out loud, wouldn't you really think like this isn't my place?
But
or
you're not
it's like-
thinking that way. You're a kid. You think you have all the answers.
he lacks that. He lacks that social
You mean-
mechanism to this day.
Yeah,
Empathy.
I just didn't
He
know
doesn't
that.
have that. So like he doesn't understand of think before you say something.
I just told him what I was thinking, and not till later on, I think I was just thinking about it. Like I was
But
just
that's
like,
kind of like, I mean, I say that shit to Roman too. Like you have no tact.
Yeah, but I get that
Sometimes
too
Roman-
because like I'm like some like yeah. I mean to finish your sentence really quick. Like
to cut you off. Real fast.
well, because like sometimes I'm driving around and then I'll say something to Joe. I'm all like, he's all like, okay, you shouldn't say that though. I'm like, oh, okay.
Like to him, like
Or-
about
no,
well-
no, he's like, you know, hey,
Yo, Joe, fuck you. Dude.
you shouldn't
You
say
shouldn't
that.
Say that.
No, with Roman, it's kind of like he'll say how he feels, which is fine. That's valid. You feel that way. You're allowed to feel that way. That's-
Mhm.
But if you're saying that to someone, I know Roman, so it's like, he can tell me whatever the fuck he wants. That's fine. I understand him. But if you say it to someone else, they can take it a wrong way. They can take it like they're being attacked.
They might not see it the way you see it.
They're not going to get it to where they're not going to get the point where, okay, Roman's, he cares about him, or, they upset him.
Right.
They're just going to see, like, this guy's a jerk. Like, does he think he's better than me?
Yeah.
Double yes.
We know the answer to that.
Yes.
On both accounts.
So it's one of those things. I
Although
don't
for
think
the
it's
record,
lack
you
of,
guys
like,
said it, not me.
But
I don't think it's lack of empathy, or maybe it is, but it's just, I think you guys don't know how to communicate properly. to
Asperger runs hard.
Social protocol. Like, there's a way you talk to people, and you guys don't understand that, or maybe you guys need to get. I don't know.
well, see, he tells you, and then you tell him maybe you shouldn't say that.
Well, I'll say like, oh, well, if you say it this
I don't
way,
think anyone's
don't,
ever told
I
me not
think-
to say
See,
that.
Don't be
I think they have
surprised by this reaction.
I think they have conditional empathy.
I hype him up though. So I'll be like, you ain't down to tell him, dog. You ain't down. Roast him. Roast him. Get him.
Like their empathy is conditioned on if they can relate to it or not.
Or whether I want to get in their pants.
So it's like the only way,
Yeah.
the only way is like they can only assess situations based on how it would make them feel.
Yeah,
Like if the situation's okay to me, then they feel like everyone else should be okay to the situation. I think that's how they take things, and that's how they judge it.
Like an example that's coming to mind would be Thanksgiving. We had Thanksgiving with the family, and then after we had went to go see a movie, me and Joe.
Mhm.
And then our friends had hit us up and said like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna meet at a bar. All of us are gonna get together, like kind of like post Thanksgiving, have some drinks."
Most deaf.
So we're like, "Okay, that sounds like fun." But then when we get there, like, there's at least like 30 minutes of like people just kind of like looking at the phones, not really doing anything, not really bothering making conversation.
You're like, why the fuck?
And
do
I'm
we
like,
meet up?
and I'm like, honestly, like, "Oh yeah, I did this," or "Oh, how was your Thanksgiving?" Like trying to make conversation.
You're trying to get the convo.
But
watch
it's,
the
it's like,
Peanuts
no,
movie?
but everyone's just not like they're not with it. They're like either they seem tired or
They just
they don't want to do it.
They
And
probably
then,
just dealt with their families.
well, that's the thing. So I told Joe, I'm like, well, why are we here? Like, if they don't want to do this, then I mean, let's not waste each other's time.
yeah. What's the point?
And then Joe's all like, yeah, I mean, I understand that, but again, like, you don't want to say that because then they're gonna be like, well, I mean, I'm doing it because I want to hang out with you and blah blah blah. And
Do
then,
you though?
but then, then I would just argue back. I'm like, yeah, but I'm making conversation, and I mean, it takes two people to make conversation.
Guys, it makes
talk to yourself.
a group or just slam their phones.
Roman's like crew orgy. But they're like, what? Now you fucking listen to me. Now you listen.
Yeah, so that was just my example of like me, like basically like being like, well, why am I here if you guys aren't with it? And
but I think it goes more in depth.
That's
with
when
what
you gotta
Juan was
drop a
saying.
headline though.
yeah, I
Like,
think
say
Juan hit the
something
nail on the
outrageous.
hammer. Was just all like, if I'm feeling a certain way, then most likely I think, okay, well then everyone must feel that way.
It's a logical choice.
I just feel like I'm saying what everyone's thinking. You know what I mean? Like we're all in agreement here, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why you always group shit with like you talking we's and they's and ours and
That's just mental ninja shit, though.
it's not.
It's the mental grind.
That's what you believe, bro. You believe that we all have the same thought as you, or we're feeling that.
You know how
vibe.
many people think we all hate them, done?
That's why I always tell you, don't say weed.
Low key, we've burned so many bridges.
The royal we?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No, yeah. No, that's just like, I guess because I've been dropping off my sister. She would been going to Anime Expo. No,
Mhm.
Korean Expo.
Yeah.
And it's just,
K-pop.
I've been just fucking like stuck in traffic. So I've just been thinking
Hateful
like,
things.
not hateful things, but just,
Hateful Eight?
I wish
I
I could
guess-
crash these fools. Just fucking start barreling.
But just mow down these motherfuckers.
because the other day Adrian was driving and there was just like this big old fucking truck and it just had, well, I don't know what the fuck it had.
South of the border.
Something south of the border, and then I was just like, well, that's racist. But then, I don't know, it just became this little monologue on my fucking head about when we have kids, like, do you ever see your kids actually passing down the Mexican culture? And then how is that even possible?
That's only if you do it.
Yeah.
Because as a first generation Mexican American, like we were still pretty much connected to,
Mexican American.
we were still
I mean, I let them watch Cheech and Chong.
right?
like we were still
Eat
pretty much
tacos.
connected. You know, my parents spoke Spanish, and that's like the only time I ever speak Spanish now is with my parents. But it's not like I don't really find myself
And with the
socially.
plugs.
Enrique the plug. Yeah. So I don't really find myself socially like speaking Spanish that often, you know. So I'm like, would I speak Spanish to my kids? And then if so, like, I just don't see it. I just don't see it because I don't really speak Spanish like in my regular day life with my friends and like unless I'm with my parents, I'm not really speaking Spanish, and it's not a choice. It's just a thing that happens because that's like
But I think a lot of people who speak Spanish to their kids.
Your kids are just gonna sound like you.
ghetto as fuck. Or
No, a lot of people who speak Spanish to their kids, they're doing it for the benefit of their kids because it's not about them. It's about how is this going to better their kid.
Yo, Dad, does a mom's cooking suck?
yeah, but like my parents is like how
I don't
they
know how to
keep
say that
it.
sentence in Spanish though.
Yeah, like my parents,
And your parents taught you Spanish so you can communicate.
but they didn't teach me. That's just what they speak. So to communicate with them, we have to
have
speak
to.
Spanish.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
my
now
kids,
I'm
they're
learning.
not gonna have to speak Spanish to me.
Yeah, but when did you put that aside to not make it about culture, but I'm gonna teach you Spanish because you can be bilingual and more opportunities. Plus, it's easier for you to learn another
I
language.
don't
You're a
know.
lot
Me
younger.
speaking Spanish has not really ever opened another door.
You were Mandarin for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I mean, but I was just thinking about more like the culture of it, like I don't like fuck.
I mean, me and Roman are like fourth generation, and it's like
Well, that's the
We're not that-
toughest part where it's like it's not like
the culture's not that ingrained in us. I found it wasn't until we got older where I realized especially going out in the working world and working with people who are attached to the culture, and then
yeah.
even meeting people who are all
Fucking beers.
Latino pride and Chicano.
But those foods are not really like
But it's
they're
like
not carrying the old traditions. They're carrying the new Chicano traditions, which is like people that have been here. But I'm talking about
They've
like
been
the old.
spit-washed, though?
I'm talking about the old shit about like the stuff from
what,
like
I'm not gonna
straight up motherland
sacrifice
stuff.
them to the sun.
No,
Why
well,
not though? That shit works.
That's hype, though.
Does I might then.
I mean, that's what
We'll eat tamales and play loteria. I promise my mom will do that every Christmas. But
Yeah, see stuff like that. Well, I think a lot of it also where I was, and this is maybe not a conversation. I talked about it with Adrian, but not maybe. It was probably Julio who told me like a lot of the traditions, especially for Mexicans, are based in religion, like posadas and
never had one.
first communions,
Never had
bautismos,
one.
quinceañeras, stuff like that.
Never had one.
It all comes from religion, and like if you go
Roman
to
Catholic, dog.
if you go to mass here and if you go to mass in Mexico, it's almost virtually the same thing,
Roman Catholics.
And I'm like, am I gonna? Well, and I'm just making it about me because I'm thinking about my future with my kids, and it's funny because I'm like I'm not
First
close
time.
to having kids or anything, but
Don't
it was
fuck
just
your kids up.
and it was just a thought I was having. I'm like, would I like?
No, I'm gonna just make them like me.
I thought you were just gonna deck his kids.
Nah, they're gonna be cool.
Would I deprive them of that culture that I had and that growing
Let
up
Juan live your kids' lives.
by not taking them to church? Like if you don't take them to church and,
I mean,
not,
that's
and
the
you
thing,
like
though. It's
deprive
like-
them from that part,
But I ain't scared.
are you depriving them
so why
from
would I go to
heritage?
church?
Are they depriving them from
A
their
part of it.
culture or
Me,
parts
Not all
of
of
their
it, but
culture?
part of it.
Well, yeah, not all of it, but some of it. And a lot of
Yes.
that culture stuff is beautiful. Like a lot of that stuff is very like spiritual and nice, but like a lot of it is really cool. And like the parts that drove me away were not those parts, but it was the like bullshit. But yeah, I mean, like we won't even get to the religious part. But yeah, and I'm just like
It's the human part.
and I'm like if I make my kids grow up without a religion or having them choose it on their own, are they robbed from the culture that I was brought up in?
No, then there's Scientologists.
That was just white power Christian. Should be high.
His
White
name's-
power, Bill.
Yeah, his
Just
name's
be
Bill.
hate speech to these fools first, see whether they fuck with it or not.
I'm just like, are they gonna grow up
They're mad
in a world
intolerant.
where like how we grew up, where like
No,
Do you want to grow up in a world like we grew up?
it's impossible.
Yeah, because we're not our parents. We didn't have the
Everything
same.
changes.
That's
They
what I
can't.
told us for the way.
Because they're not gonna have 20-something-year-old parents.
Yeah.
Like we had 20-something-year-old parents. They're not gonna have that. They're not gonna have parents that were immigrants.
They ain't gonna be struggling. I tell you that much.
They're not gonna have that.
I told this for the way to do it is like you marry someone that's like super fucking into like that culture.
But then I hate those people.
That's the only way you preserve it is if you yourself do it. But I mean, that just I don't know if you're the kind.
But then you feel like you're
that
fake.
you're gonna take that on.
I'm not, dog. I'm feeding
Or
burgers
you-
and hot dogs.
Or you get with someone that will do that for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's
Because
what
if not, the culture that gets ingrained in them is whatever culture is the one that's being passed to them.
football. See?
And that's that's my thing where it's like, what is my culture? What do I pass on to them? Like
Movies, man.
like movies,
Boobies.
Pokemon,
Religion of
movies too.
sloth.
fucking Comic Con,
Slug life.
like comics,
Slug life horde.
Coen Brothers, art films, or like what do I pass on to them?
I mean,
if
my
it's not
parents
like
passed on religion and stuff like that,
It's the
and a lot of
philosophy
that
of
stuff,
Snorlax.
fell by the wayside with me.
yeah.
And the way I connect with my parents is like, music.
No, for sure.
So it's like that's how I want to connect with my kids because it's like
Hope
Whenever-
your kids hate music.
fuck you. Whenever I was growing up, there was always music in the house.
Why are we playing music? This is
Like they weren't
stupid.
music. My mom isn't a musician. My dad's not a musician.
She doesn't
But
know how
then-
to play any instrument.
My dad's skin flute, but
I can attest to that.
anyways,
You filmed it.
I've heard some things.
I've walked in, dog.
but it's like I think that's the one strong connection that one of my earliest memories, is my mom playing records and like cleaning the house, and there was always music around. So I think that's how I relate to my parents.
See, I see where you're coming from, and like what I gather from what you're saying is that passing them culture doesn't necessarily have to be.
It doesn't need to be a religious thing.
Oh no! I mean, fuck the religious part. I'm just saying the religious part is like it's like pretty much heavy ingrained with Mexican culture, and I'm just saying like as a first generation Mexican American, or I don't know why I get Mexican.
I mean, we could just have it be like people, and
Yeah,
just not put
well,
any race
like-
tied into it.
No, exactly. Well, I'm just because I'm making it about me. I tend to do that.
Mexicans aren't people.
I'm Mexican, though, before I try to take that from me.
No, but I'm like, how do I keep passing Mexican traditions to my kids, or do I just
you
pass
just do
them,
it.
or do I just pass them traditions and
Teach them
hopefully
how to
they
spot
fuck
a
with?
Mexican American from a wetback.
I just hire someone from Home Depot to fucking teach them about traditions.
That'd be hype.
That's also why you have them hang out with their grandparents.
Their
and stuff.
grandparents and their, cousins.
Just teach them how to.
Yeah, one way or another, they're gonna be exposed to that.
Oh,
So
they're
I don't think you have.
asked,
I don't think you
'cause
have anything to worry about.
I hope they never get exposed to.
No,
bad
but see,
perverts.
my thing
schools
was like,
even make you like look up like what's your heritage, what's your culture, and you got it from there.
yeah, but if you don't constantly live it, it's like
nah, man. There's one thing to read about it, and there's
Dog,
one
my-
thing to be in
Dog,
the
my
bitch.
parents consistently spoke to me in Spanish, and I forgot how to speak, read Spanish when I entered school, and I had to relearn how to fucking do Spanish all over again.
See, I'm
Oh,
pretty
really?
like,
Yeah, like it. If
can
it
that
all
happens?
yeah,
yeah.
like up
That's
until
nuts.
I was in LUSD schools, I spoke nothing but Spanish to my parents, nothing but Spanish. Then I went into school, and all I did was start practicing English, and then I started forgetting my Spanish more and more. It wasn't until I did my first communion in Spanish that I had to relearn how to do all that shit.
Oh shit!
So it does happen. So like Adrian says, if it's not something that you're constantly being exposed to or practicing, like you will forget it, and it won't be there.
because honestly, my Spanish was a lot better. Like, I was really good at speaking Spanish and writing, like almost where like a professional level of
But
writing
the practice
Spanish.
was gone, right?
But yeah, it's been years since I wrote in Spanish and like know where the acentos go and stuff like that. So and I think that's why I started thinking about it, where I'm like, am I subconsciously like pushing my like Mexican side of me out? And I'm like, and am I gonna do that to my kids? Am I trying to assimilate? Am I not? I don't know. I guess I'm having some conflict of of who am I in this America? You know what I mean? Like
You a number, nigga.
heritage stuff like that. Like
No, I mean you can.
Just be a piece of shit.
just because I'm like, man, the things I fuck with heavy right now have nothing to do with my culture at all. Like the things I've been just like soaking in have nothing to do with any of my.
The
And
Armenian genocide or what?
no,
This is mad reading into it. Man. It's real.
It did happen.
He's gonna yell, "I was my fritos."
Where them
1902.
fritos at though?
Just make your kids Cuban, dog.
You could always change
They're
it.
even Cuban and shit. This was the thing
But
that
you know what?
all over.
My hope is though, which is like the creepiest shit, and like not creepiest, nah, because it's a fucking great thing.
That there's only one race.
No, I
The
mean,
master race.
This is some creepy shit.
no. The great thing about it is that we live in a world like you know what? When I had homies, it was usually people I went to school with. You know what I mean? Like middle school, high school, elementary school. Those were my friends. Those are the guys I talked to like on a daily basis.
Imaginary.
Or my brother or my cousins, my immediate family. Those were the people who I like talked to or like and then you're talking under your breath, so you're not even bringing anything in or adding anything to the conversation.
You'll hear it later.
But my sister, and that's like the thing where she grew up with the internet. She has friends in like all over the world. She has also over the fandom. She has friends in the UK,
It's the
in
future,
Japan, in Korea. People she communicates with on a daily basis and like talks to and retweets and fucking sends things to. And it's like, holy shit, she's exposed to like way more parts of the world.
With Somalian pirates.
Like she's exposed to way more to the world and like other cultures and other languages and than I ever was. You know what I mean? So maybe that's like the thing that gives me like
Korean
hope.
Conventions now, though.
Yeah, she's going to Korean conventions to just learn and like fuck with Korean shit.
Monetize the culture.
Us? Dude, we could go to Japan and start like those Mexican American shit. Those fools like the lowrider life.
Yeah, the greaser life.
Mexicon?
I don't know what that shit's called.
Mexican. Just some mazapanes.
Mexame.
We sell mazapanes
We
and
just go
dubalinas.
for them. We just fuck fools up for this Mexican lifestyle. Dog. It's just rough.
Well, it's like the same. I mean, it's the same thing as a white person getting a food truck and just making putting their white flavor on Mexican food.
That's America, though.
What's white flavor though?
Orange chicken's American food. Dog.
Yeah, American.
You
Chinese.
consider that
Real
white
food.
flavor though?
It was
That's
made
just
in America.
American. Like
American
that's just
pizza is better than Italian pizza.
Yep,
get the fuck out of here.
it
Dude,
is.
The pizza you like is American pizza.
Well, I just-
Italian pizza you probably
That's-
wouldn't like.
Cracker crust with real tomato smashed in and then some mozzarella. That's it.
Tell me
Some-
which one you like, dog.
Some gabagool.
How about the gabagool?
The gabagool.
Even Italian Americans, it's like Goodfellas, shit like that. They're making Americanized.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you see
Italian
the
food.
Sopranos when they go to Italy and they're like, "Where's the gravy?" And because they don't use the sauce over there, they just kind of eat their pasta kind of
See,
raw.
pasta, homie.
Yeah,
Yeah, they put some olive oil on there.
and they're kind of like culture shocked because they had romanticized it in their head about how Italy was gonna be when they get there. It's nothing
They
like.
fuck with American food, dog.
No, yeah. So that's just some shit that's going through my head. I don't know. Maybe it's just like things I was thinking about.
No, I mean,
stuck in traffic. I don't know.
All that just depends on you and your partner.
Yeah, what you're gonna expose your kids to, what your
Right.
kids are going to be exposed to, and
What
how
you
you're
want to
gonna
keep
deal with
alive,
it.
what you don't. It's like saying, are
You
you
know,
going to tell
10
your kids
years-
there's a Santa
A
Claus?
couple years from now, my kids
Yeah.
are calling me a fake ass bitch and a snake on
might.
Instagram. Just to bring it back to
Just
earlier.
egg 'em on.
Yo, you're not down on Snapchat, your dad.
Hey, dog, snap your dad right now.
Snapchat your dad's dick.
Draymond Green shit.
Jake, you're not done to pants your dad. Don't worry, fall step in.
If you guys crazy.
Here's a cool 20. Go pants your daddy.
Hell yeah, dog. That's the whole point of being
The fun
an
uncle.
uncle. You fuck with the person who's the parent, fool.
Yeah.
Because they gotta discipline them, but not you, fool. You just gotta fuck them up, fool.
Uncle Buck who don't give a fuck.
But having fun,
which
though,
is
fool,
a-
so they fuck with you,
a
dog.
weird segue into Roman's story, who I've heard it,
How babies are made.
but
Roman,
he started telling the
Roman
other people
Catholics?
that,
Roman Catholic.
no, when was it for Nick's birthday? I
Roman
think it was at
Catholics.
that bar where you told me about how you had
Roman.
just gone on a date and it had gone kind of weird, but
oh yeah,
and you were just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna save it." Like it doesn't matter because at least I'll get to tell the story on the pod. Go
oh,
ahead.
just as soon as it happened, I'm just all like, okay, this shit's like,
It's gonna be a good pod story.
well, it's just hilarious, just because it's something that would only fucking happen to me, apparently. So basically, again, just met this person through Tinder. We're just chatting back and forth,
Yeah.
and I'm like, like Adrian method. Like, I just throw my number, just be direct.
You
Like, you ever want to meet up? Here's my number.
Yeah, so I do that. So she actually texts me, but then I'm figuring like, okay, let's continue the conversation of get to know each other.
Yeah.
Then she just,
You're in the pier though, right?
well, yeah, like I'm doing this while like in Santa Monica just to catch Pokemon.
You're hunting Pokemon.
So
Hunting two things.
while so while I'm hunting Pokemon, I'm also trying to like chat with this chick.
Yeah.
But then she starts like, I guess, really being like vulgar and dirty about it.
she started switching the conversation up.
Yeah, so she's all like, "Yeah, have you ever like sexting? Like, have you did that?"
You ever done some sexting?
I'm
Have
all-
you? Have you ever?
Dude,
sexted
just
Well,
before?
no,
pass me
I
the
ju-
phone.
Do you do that on the Googles?
Have you ever sexted before?
Well, no, that's why I just like I'm like, no, not really. It's usually like all business with my phone.
I jerk off with my right and my right only.
So what's it called? So she's all like,
My phone's
so
only to check
she starts
stocks.
egging it on, like, oh, I want you to talk dirty to me, but at the same time, I'm trying to catch Pokemon, and then I'm
I
with
want you to fart off your fat cunt. You just
So
take
it's
it
all
too
like-
weird.
It was hilarious because I remember like one night, like a Dragonite appeared. Like everyone, a Dragonite appeared. So everyone's losing their shit running that way, and I'm busy like trying to text this person, being all like, "Oh yeah, like I want to fuck you so hard." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Well, I hope you didn't say blah 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 blah.
Well, no, I
because
didn't say
that-
blah blah blah. Like,
And it's gonna sound like this. Blah 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 blah.
She's like, oh, that's
I want to lick your blah blah blah.
well, like I
what's
apparently
the
she's
dirtiest shit. You
like
said
apparently
that
she's
night?
a pro because she's all like, "I want to feel your pulsating cock inside my pussy," and I'm all like,
That's a good.
That's
dope.
kind of hot, dog.
"That's why I was all like,
You
okay."
should have told her I want to fuck you while your mom watches.
some weird shit. And your dog licks my asshole.
Thanks, you dog. You fuck someone while your
Just
mom's
recite the
watching.
killing joke.
Some dark shit. You're whack.
Yeah, so
Bad,
basically
bad
at the
way.
pier, so we start really getting like into it. At the same time, it's like my friends are like, "Oh, did you catch this? Did you catch that?"
I would've
And I'm
left
just like,
right
"Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah."
So what
This
do
was
you?
just hella hard walking on the pier, bro.
I gotta find some wet
It's
sand.
like, dude, this was catching Pokemon too crazy, dog.
Just fucking run in the middle of the ocean.
With a hard on boots. Just
My
bumping-
pulsating cock is ready.
bumping
It's like,
up.
well, Roman, why are you running to the ocean? Oh, I'm gonna catch a blastoid.
What is the nasty shit you said that night?
Me?
Yeah.
I want you to suck my pulsating Pikachu. Autocorrects you.
I don't know. Like I would have to like look back at the text and realize, oh, okay, I said this.
Do you have your text saved?
I save all my texts.
Really? Why? That's
Well,
how you
because
get
then
caught.
people say they don't say shit, so then I pull up the
He doesn't know how to
text
go ghost.
and just say like, there you go.
It's a mistake one.
So what is the crazy shit since you have it on record?
For real.
On wax?
Well, that's what I'm looking for right now.
Wax on wax on wax.
Wanna finger blast your fart box?
Do.
That should be fun. You know,
Do,
if you bump into some fools, you're bowling or your
do,
Pokemon. Pretty much, if they wouldn't even notice because they're all on their
do,
phone
do,
anyway.
do.
So it's like fools are paying attention.
What about you guys? Have you guys ever texted before? Joe?
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't do anything for me because like after that I'm just like
Well, you're not visualizing. You're not. It's not like a little. Like, it's not titillating for you at all.
not really.
I'm a fiend. For
Like if she's
What do you-
getting into it and saying some like weird shit.
Like I can't get into it. Like if you're writing like, yeah, I want to ride your dick. I'm just like, oh,
Well,
why,
I mean,
why
that
aren't you
means
riding
she's-
my dick then?
Or what if she's creative? She's a fucking artist. She's
What do
a-
you mean?
She's a writer.
She's a wordsmith.
She's a wordsmith.
But
dog.
I'm just a cocksmith, a simple cocksmith.
Sure.
That's it.
I don't know. I mean, yeah,
I don't go for the ones that are creative.
I've done some sexting in my time. That shit's fun. It's
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
basically,
Sexting's cool, but to me it's like it doesn't really like.
well, it's like
if they get into it, that's cool, but it doesn't do anything for me.
tried in bushes.
yeah,
Tried in bushes.
it's like the
Just
foreplay
sex in a
before the
bush,
foreplay.
see
You know what I mean?
When you're in danger of getting caught by the police, was like, what's up with this weirdo? And they check your shit.
What about you, Juani? Have you texted the
rock
chick
hard.
that wanted to get pissed on some weird shit?
No.
What about you've never sexted before?
Yeah, I have, but not with her.
Well, I'm just like, what's the weirdest shit you've said during
Weirdo,
sexting?
but what's the weirdest shit I've said?
Yeah.
I tend not to remember much, but it'll probably be something like, I want to fuck the shit out of you, something along those lines, nothing too crazy.
yeah. Which along those lines is basically like I wrote like, oh, my cock is so hard, and I'm gonna be inside that pussy. Except so then it goes along the
You're
lines
way
like
more
that.
confident during text. When you're reading out loud, you're not.
Well, because it sounds silly, like out of
That- that's
context.
That's the voice he's sending.
That doesn't sound as sexy as I thought it would. I'll be like, girl, I'm gonna rip you a new asshole.
My cock is hard and I want to be inside that pussy.
I'm gonna rock the.
Make you rock.
the cock.
I'm gonna make you change party affiliations after I'm done with
I'm gonna
you.
make you a chain smoker. 'Cause
I'm gonna rock the vote.
it's like, what?
We're gonna need a
You get
bigger
lung
boat.
cancer from smoking this pole.
You just start talking sports with him, so that should be hard.
What do you mean?
That's what I mean.
What do you
Fuck it,
think
but I
about
mean,
the new pick,
I'm gonna
though?
make you hit a double RBI. It's like, wait,
Who do you
what?
think we should trade for? Who do you think we should draft? just hard, bro. Amari
Well, because
Cooper,
like
bro.
usually, like my Tinder game is usually just all like,
wanna fuck.
no, it's just more
That's
like
mine.
either trolling these people,
doing
which
this?
are like, yeah, but how you doing in life? And then they're like, what? And then be like, well, how's your day going? Oh, it sounds like it's not doing too good. I'm like, what's one thing you would change?
Dick, today I just
What the fuck?
today
Like-
some girls like I like laughing fool, so I just said, hey, if you want to catch a laugh, listen to the No Namers podcast. Google that shit. Though.
Like last time too, like someone's all like, oh, you.
Let's
Someone's like,
start
I want to hear
advertising.
jokes. And then they're like, oh, you want to hear jokes? Yeah. So I wrote AIDS.
You should just put your live.
So she never
your
wrote anything
profile
back.
pic, fuck.
But again, it's just that's the thing. It's like I tend not to take this kind of
You
shit.
could get someone to love you. Fool.
So you've never met? I thought you've gone on dates on.
Yeah, I've gone on
Yeah,
dates.
but usually chicks are never up front like, hey, let's just sext. And
Yeah, like
let
this
me
chick was
fucking
more
suck your
like,
cock.
okay, I'm down to do it. So I'm like, all right.
She was just looking for dick online, like she was trolling
As you
for
should.
dick.
As you should.
Yeah,
There's
and
nothing
again,
wrong with that.
It's her
yeah,
life.
as long as everyone's up front, knows what it's gonna be, then that's fine.
So I mean, like, whatever you did, it worked, right? Because she was into it and you were into it.
Yeah, so we ended up meeting up the next night, and
You knocked those boots, my brother. High five.
Wait, Joe doesn't know, right?
no, this is the
This is
first
the
time
first
this
time hearing.
story's getting told.
I mean, you better give me back the high five if you didn't.
No,
because
She
you even
ready
brought,
for a story. Though.
well, that's the why. Like, I mean, the only person I told was Nestor, just because I'm all like, well, I want first reactions from people.
right?
And that shit told me right away. So
No, he started telling you and
I'll
Nick.
continue then.
Well, because
But then Joe came back
Adrian
and
was
stopped.
drunk, so he was just hype on
I
everything.
was gone, bro. I didn't even remember. I
was
Like, I could have
dying.
said anything, and Adrian was like, yes, that's right.
I was drunk, dude.
I was fucking gone.
I was just like, white power, Adrian? He's like, damn right.
You
I'm all
started
like,
hyping me up. I'm like, all right, we're drinking then.
Yeah, I was like, Joe, let's go for another beer. And I'm like, I couldn't even walk at that
At the-
point.
I didn't want to finish the beers.
At the employee party though, Joe did tell me, yo, I found a big ass box of condoms in Roman's wherever the fuck you keep your condoms. I'm like, who is he fucking? And I was like, oh, he
You always
doesn't know
gotta-
yet, dog.
but I
always
mean,
gotta
you
keep-
always got to stay safe. Like, that's the
Yep.
first thing.
You gotta stay strapped.
That's why I carry a gun and my condoms.
Who's out here buying 500 packs of condoms? Like, that's
The
crazy.
Costco.
the surplus box.
But
I go to 7-Eleven every Friday, buy a pack of mixed CDs, pack of condoms.
and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
And one of those fake
herbal
flowers.
pills for
Extends?
more power. Bro.
Do they work?
But with
though?
the rhino on them,
5-hour
that was
energy
hard,
drink?
bro.
It's
I have 5-hour energy.
Extends.
bro.
It's $10. I ain't doing that shit.
No.
I heard that shit gets
I mean, the
fucked
thing is-
up,
Buy
bro.
$10 box of condoms or a $10 shot of 5-hour energy. I do the 5-hour energy.
And then just 2 big bites.
All right, so you met. So you
Yeah.
met up with her the next.
So
day.
you met with her. So it's hilarious though because
Is she your type though? Like, was she like a chick you would have like really have gone for?
no, not really.
Just fat.
So
No, she
knowing
was
that
fat.
she was down to fuck, you would just
Well.
you're
yeah,
probably
I
just
just all
horny.
like okay.
Daddy horny, Michael.
She was actually taller than me, so yeah.
So that was a
yeah.
Welcome to Art's world.
fucking Bug's Life.
I'm trying. bro.
Flick.
And apparently having alcohol problems.
Yeah, rehab. It's okay. He's gonna get that chip.
Hopefully.
But yeah.
He's a
So
Gallagher.
so we meet up and fucking she's taking forever because like I'm just like okay, well I'll just like drive around Santa Monica, catch a Pokemon, and then I'll wait for the text.
Oh, she's from around over there.
She's like towards fucking. Well, I didn't know. Because she said she lived like in the area,
Uh huh.
but then she sent me directions. I'm like, why am I going to Long Beach?
What the fuck?
Yeah, so I had to drive all the way to fucking Long Beach,
Uh huh.
and it's funny because like the first thing she's all because there's a There's
Did you guys wait? Did you guys meet up to go get coffee, or was it strictly to
no
fuck?
strictly
to
fuck.
Okay, all right. So you're just going like, all right. So,
So the first thing
that makes sense to go to Long Beach.
So the first
You're
thing
not
she
a
notices
gentleman,
is she's all like, because in my photos I generally don't wear glasses. So she's
Uh-huh.
like, you have glasses on, and then she sees that there's like a Finn doll.
Take me back home.
Wait,
She's like, fuck me with that fin doll.
That's my Finn doll.
Well,
Stick you to my doll.
stick that little Finn's hand in me. Dog. I want Finn
She
inside
notices
me.
What adventure did you have with Finn?
So she notices the so she notices the
I'm never gonna look at that doll the same. You
hit it
ruined
from
it.
behind, fun. This was just pounded.
I
No.
threw him back in his car. I was so excited. I go, "Oh, cool! We'll keep it in your car. It'd be like the mascot."
well, that's
of
the thing.
car."
He's like the mascot of the car, so he's always with us.
It's never left the car. It's been places, but it's never left the car.
So basically, it's inside the car, and then she's like, "What's this Finn doll doing here?" She's like, "You're such a nerd."
Why is it
And I'm like,
oh shit.
Yeah, so she called me a nerd. I'm like, "I'm not a nerd."
You should just
She's
call
like-
it the N word. What'd you say?
Was she black?
No,
Oh, wait. You
Not
said
that
that like
anything
when a
wrong.
black-
Right?
not that anything wrong.
You notice how he said no?
No,
bro,
dog.
bring it
I was like,
up.
Fuck no.
In Obama's America, Roman.
So isn't fuck with that shit.
Fuck me with your nerd dick. Like, what?
She was saying.
yeah. So just like, what? She called me nerd, and then like
Because of
what-
the glasses and the fin?
yeah. But then I threw Finn in the front seat. I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
You're like, yo, stop stereotyping me right now, though.
So basically, and on top of that, I was called a nerd 3 other times that same week. So I was like, what the fuck?
Stop being
So
a
maybe
nerd.
you're a nerd.
You're a nerd, dog.
Just in denial.
Yeah, all right. So then what's the next
Yeah.
move?
So the next move is like we're getting busy, and then like I'm like right now, like I'm putting. You're just gonna
Wait,
keep on hating?
No, he's
You're
not
like
hating.
lingo.
I mean, you jumped. So she called you a nerd and then started blowing you, or
The
what?
lingo makes me laugh. Man.
Yeah.
And the abruptness of it, man.
You went from her calling you a nerd to like, you
Direct
guys
to
didn't
the
even
point.
like, hey, I'm Roman. There was no
Well, because we were chatting on the
introductions?
phone, so it's figured like, okay, well, I mean, we chatted this much,
know
like
enough,
we know
let's
enough.
Let's just
Like
get
we
to
just
it.
want to fuck. That's all we want to do.
She whipped your pee out. From.
Did you at least play music in the car?
Let me see that nerd dick.
Huh?
Did you have any? Did you have any tunes in the car
That's
playing
all
while you were
dick.
fucking around?
Yeah.
What did you have?
I played a Montreal, but that's because I like a Montreal.
What?
The expo?
I like a Montreal.
Joe's like my CD and my Fin. dog?
I said my name was you. No, I was kidding.
Fucking you with Joe's dick.
You give her my picture, so she thinks you lost mad weight. So it's like, wow, this guy takes care of himself now.
Okay, so
Fuck me hard.
No, so basically,
Montreal's playing. She called you a nerd,
It's the only way.
but she's
yeah.
still
So she
with
gets
it.
in the car and she's telling me, she's all like, "Yeah, but you're gonna kiss me, right?" And I'm like, well, "Why wouldn't I kiss you?" And then she's all like, "I've been with some savages before."
Whoa,
That's what she said. So I'm just all like, "Okay, this girl just has like some like low
Wait,
self
what was her
esteem."
name?
Her name is Ashley.
Oh, okay, Ashley.
Ashley the freak.
That's about to
We might be Eskimo brothers.
So anyway, so
How do
she's
you
I'm all like,
Ashley?
yeah, I'm all like, I mean, I know, like I know we're fucking
on
and
the
stuff, but I mean, I'll still gonna be a
The
gentleman.
lips, but not on the mouth.
So we just start making out and stuff like that, and then
Uh-huh.
slowly, like basically, like start taking off clothes.
like,
And
may I touch your
Then you hit her
breast?
with a half pump, half pump.
well, no, like
Wait,
as
you
soon
fucking
as,
in the car?
yeah,
Where you sit, dog?
Where I sit? On my throne?
There's secretions there.
No wonder my ass groove was off.
see the benefit of getting a car.
I was gonna ask you, why did
Costco it.
you couldn't get a Momo, or you just didn't want to?
I was gonna pay for a motel.
Yeah.
He's not
Oh,
gonna
I
get
thought like another
a
kind of
Momo, get a
Momo was
retard?
With his limp hand, dog?
That's my brother. He likes to watch.
He's slapping himself in the head and shit.
I'm dressed as Finn. Just in the backseat, like.
Oh god.
All right.
So basically, yeah, we'll get into it. So then when it comes time, like I'm putting the condom on, it's just like, oh, it's okay, I have plan B. And then I'm all like, oh,
Me too, the condom.
Instantly turned me on.
No,
When
I'm
she
just
said
all-
that to me,
so I'm just all
let's
like,
get it, Ashley.
well, no, with me, just because again, like I'm an overthinker. So like, no, it's okay. I'm all like, I'd rather play it safe. No
Yeah.
offense.
Fucking
No
she's all like,
disrespect.
Really?
so she's all like, well, you do what you gotta do.
I would have been all right, dog.
All right.
Let's ride this ride.
fuck that.
Yeah. So we're going at it, and apparently, I guess we're going at
Got
it so
plan D.
hard. Fucking, I guess my car alarm goes off, and I'm like,
Nice.
fuck, where are my keys at?
You have to turn on
They're
the car.
inside her. fool?
You shove them in there.
Shit, I'm out already.
No, like for a good like I mean, it felt like forever, but it probably was a good maybe like 5 minutes. I couldn't find my keys.
Oh,
That's
and the
forever in real
wait, and
time,
you're
son.
fucking in
Yeah.
her car, right?
Huh?
I mean, in your car, but in her street, like outside
Yeah.
the house.
I would just
Well,
get
there's like I guess there's like a park like nearby, so we went towards that.
But there's houses around,
Straight
right?
sex
It's like
offender.
some people. You woke
Yeah.
someone up.
Apparently,
Her mom.
What
La
time was
Rona.
it was like fucking like 3 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
She likes
So-
fucking.
Yeah.
She likes fucking at night.
Well, she had texted me. She's all like, "Oh yeah, you can start driving right now." She's all like, I was taking long because I had to make a cake for my sister. I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." Well, she's blackmailing me, and I'm like, "Okay, that's not nice." She's like, "Well, it's because I'm gonna sneak out to fuck you," and she knows, so I don't want to get caught.
Get the sister
What
in
the
on this.
fuck?
I'm all
So, like,
like,
How old is she?
I didn't want to ask.
Oh,
yes,
The
my
si-
dude.
my dude.
The girl you were banging or the sister, dog?
So yeah, I didn't want to ask how old the
Why
girl
would the
was.
sister want a cake where it's like it's cool if you smash dudes? Just I need a
Not allowed to
pastry.
fuck fools on the school night.
I need a cake. Fuck that. I need money for a cake.
Well, I don't know. The little sis probably some little fat girl though.
That's why. So I'm all like, all right.
We're all making up their own story.
So I'm like, okay. So no, because I had the same thing. Like I thought the same thing. Well, what? Like, why the fuck would you want a cake?
Blackmail you for cake before, dog.
I understand. I got a brother too.
That yellow cake, though.
But
Straight from
That
out.
ass cake.
yeah. So she's like telling me this, but like she's like talking in the middle of like us like getting it on, like telling me these stories. I'm just like, okay,
Yeah, she's
While
a
you're
talker.
inside her.
yeah. So I'm just all like, all
Oh,
right.
cool,
cake.
dude.
Okay, yeah, cake.
That's when you can listen. You can keep going, and then you get distracted when you're gonna come. Just keep
Awesome.
listening to the
She
story.
was making the plastic covers move.
So basically,
Those
like we're
as
just
well.
going at it, and then fucking in the middle, she's all like, "Oh, I want to sit on you," and I'm all like, "Okay." And then again, like, I don't have the biggest car, so I'm just all like,
How the fuck am I gonna do this?
"Yeah." So I'm just all like, "We made it work."
Like she wants to like cowgirl you or what?
Well, no, like sit on my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shit on my face.
Let me ride that face, though.
Let me right there. Don't get right the
Yeah.
Sibian
I
though.
want
You
to be your
should.
personal mustache, dog.
You just told her to ride the Sibian.
But I what's it called? But I just
Wait. What happened with the car? Did you eventually find your keys?
Yeah, I found the keys. I
I
shot
kept
the car.
going, bro. And then
I would.
I was like, "Let them hear."
she's like,
Let
didn't
there
she
be
tell you
cake.
something where it's like, don't worry about it?
Well, this is the thing. So after like we're just cooling. Well, I'll tell you that part after.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we'll just go. So we're just like going at it hard and shit.
She wanted the cake to eat while she watched.
She wants to be entertained, dog.
I don't like popcorn. I
Yeah.
just like
Damn, she's hitting her heart tonight.
So we're just going at it, and I'm just like,
everything's
let
on
him
the
ride the
menu.
cake,
He's eating
that's
pussy
wrong.
and everything.
yeah. But that's the thing. Like I'm just thinking in my head. I'm just all like, man, like, how am I making this shit work in a car? Because it's like, again, like my car's not the biggest car, so it's like I'm
It's
just
cool as
trying
Tetris,
to-
dog.
You're a little dude though, so it's not like I feel like smashed in your car, so it's like
It would be a problem if I try to fuck in your car, but you can make it work.
I mean, I guess so. But again, like that's the whole thing. I'm always inside my own head, so I'm just thinking of all these like random things.
Something means, but I held it back.
Just say it.
For being a good person.
You're a better person for it. All right, so
Yeah.
then what happened?
Thanks,
It was
Juan.
hilarious though.
Let it be known.
It's like I have a gun and it's loaded, but I'm not gonna shoot it.
Someone acknowledge it.
All right, so then
Yeah,
she
so,
sits in your face.
yeah. So she's just in my face, and we're just like going at it, and then
When
after,
you're going at it, she's
Well,
just enjoying
yeah.
herself.
well, then after she fucking pulls out a vibrator. She's like, I want you to watch.
what?
And I'm
That's
just all like,
fucking dope.
and I'm just all like,
I remember it now.
again. So I'm just all like, again, like that's just like way beyond me. I'm like, what the fuck?
But you fucking, if it's the night to just let it ride, I mean, you're already.
Well, that's the thing. So I'm just all like, okay.
That's what's up.
Where's this Roman? I want to party with that guy.
He ran you over, dog.
I don't know if you want to party with that guy, but that'd be incest. It's illegal, dog.
Can I watch?
Where's the cake?
Try that shit tonight. Yo, Roman, watch this shit. Dog.
Look at this stroke.
Stroke.
He's just licking
What's
his
it?
jacket.
Dutch rudder? Dutch rudder?
Yeah.
Hard, fam.
Okay, so she pulls
Yeah.
out the
So
vibe.
she's like, what do you want? She's like, now I want you to fuck me with it.
Oh
So I'm
shit.
just all like, okay.
That means she came to your car
What
with
the
a
fuck?
vibrator in her purse.
Well, that's the thing. So it's
That's
like
her
I'm
move.
in her and she's just fucking
What's
rubbing the
wrong with
vibrator.
fucking vibrator
And I'm just all like, all right, like, okay.
how he found his
I was like,
keys.
fuck it. So
Uh-huh.
we're going at it fucking hard and stuff like that. And then
Cops
by the
knocking on
time,
door.
well, no, because then like it's like getting like 4:30 in the morning, and like cars. I guess people are starting to wake up. Cars are starting to drive by. She's all like, she's like, we gotta fucking hurry up. I'm all like, okay. So we're just going at it hard. She's like, it's okay. Call me a slut. And like she's just telling me like call all this dirty shit.
That's hype.
Yeah.
So I'm just all like,
freak.
all right. And she fucking like she started like scratching me and shit like that.
You're
And
like, it
I-
hurts.
no, no. Like at one point, like she like scratched me, like she drew blood. I was like, oh fuck. She's all like, I want you to feel that.
Remember me. That's hype.
And I'm just all like, okay. I'm
Like,
just
lick
again,
it
like
up,
I'm just like me saying okay, just going with it. So I'm just like, all right, I guess I'm gonna do this now. And at the time, like by the time we finish, like we're
She just-
done.
She just popped in the cigarette lighter and just
Burned her.
herself.
I want you to feel this.
This shit been high, bro.
Wait,
Have like a trick glass bottle and break
so
it
the
over your
whole
head.
time, how many condoms did you go through?
Huh?
You
Well,
guys fucked more than once, right? You
yeah.
had them a few times, right?
so
so it
I
was a
bought a
sesh.
3-pack.
So you went through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Standard.
Damn,
At the end, you still
that's
fucked the raw.
$7,
You
though.
still hit it raw though.
Huh?
Did you end up hitting it raw though?
No,
Nah, you still.
I would have.
no rap, no tap.
Dude,
I'm a
the
gentleman.
minute you see she's crazy, you're like, "Fuck it, dog. Raw it is." Fool.
Fuck that.
Hell yeah, fool. It's a time bomb, fool.
Yeah. Although she got mad because like I was over her chest, and I'm just all like, because she's all like, oh, I just want you like to come in me, and I'm just all like, nope. So I just fucking like pulled out and just like spat it, and I guess it hit her face. And she's all like, starts like rubbing it against her. I'm just all like,
Oh shit.
That's
Okay.
a good moisturizer. fool.
I'm just like, okay. And then she's like, you know what? I'm like, what? It's like, don't even worry about making noises. I was all like, oh, okay. I mean, I assume since you were being pretty loud too. She's like, yeah, everyone on my block knows I'm a slut. And I'm all like, all right. So when she said that in my head, I was like, well, fuck, thank God I wore a condom.
Why?
Well, because I'm tight. I mean, I don't want to catch shit.
Like you don't know what she's
She's
doing.
clean. fool.
She just got the plan B.
So how much was it for everything?
Plays it safe too.
How much was it? I mean,
No, I'm just kidding.
oh, I was like a box of condoms of like $7. And then like I bought like,
crazy bitch, priceless.
yeah.
No, I just
Although
assumed she
like
was a
fucking
prostitute.
like I was wearing like a button up shirt.
Did
So
she
then
rip it?
Huh?
Did
No,
she pop-
I unbuttoned it before she got a
Oh,
fucking
okay.
chance.
She just pops it.
Bitch, this is my clothes.
This is
Yeah,
my
but
work
then
clothes.
fucking it's like everything's all fucking sweat and drenched. And she's
Probably hot as shit, huh?
yeah, and then I'm just all like, okay, well I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go home. But then like I'm just driving without a shirt because I'm like, I'm not gonna wear this wet, sweaty shirt.
Yeah.
So I'm just driving without a shirt like down the
Hoping
710.
like you're like, I
With
hope
a
I don't
cigarette
get
in my mouth.
I hope I don't catch a cold.
Well, then the first thing I do is I'll like, it's like by the time I get back to like the hood, it's like already like 5 something, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll go to a car wash and I'll buy like air freshener and stuff like that. Because I mean, I don't want to fucking, because my mom uses a car to take my sister to work.
Yeah.
You're savage. You're nasty.
I'm all like, I ain't gonna be like, yo, bro, your car like there's stank up in there.
Smells like pussy. fool.
I would have. I said, don't let the stank out.
I like this smell. Dog.
It smells like man in there.
Yeah, so I'm like washing the car like 5 in the morning, and then like I'm buying air freshener, and like I'm just like,
This is
man,
just shirtless at a car wash.
That's what I was fucking.
With your dress shoes and fucking dress pants, no shirt. That's the whole time I'm driving down the 710 without a shirt. I'm just like, what
well,
happened?
I'm just replaying.
What am I?
Well, I'm
Like,
just replaying everything in my head. I'm just all like, man, like,
There's animals out here, though.
We're savages.
but then I just like,
This was one of us. fool.
yeah, but then like after that, like I was telling like my buddy, I'm like,
not better
but I
than
kind of
us.
had a, I'm like, I kind of had like epiphany. I'm like, I don't want that kind of shit though.
it
Like,
wasn't-
yeah, it was cool for like one night,
Uh-huh.
but I'm just all like,
Just play little yachty the whole time.
That's what it is, though. fool. We talking about one night right now. fool.
but then it's just all
like
like,
stack your bread up, fuck your head up.
but then it's just all
That's
like,
how it goes.
I don't know. I'm just like, okay, well, 1, I want a connection, and 2, I'm just like, okay,
you
well,
did
this
penis into vagina. What more do you want?
Put P in a V, dog.
yeah, but then
Vibrator.
just making like even more like conversation. This person so wasn't with it. Like,
Oh, she's wanting to get fucked.
yeah,
What do you mean she wasn't with the conversation?
Like-
she wasn't looking for a
She
connection.
was
She
into your nerd
she-
shit? fool?
apparently not.
Stop talking about the Beatles history. You just fucked me already.
he plays the Beatles or he's born. He's like, actually, fun fact.
Fun fact,
Doesn't
yo.
turn this fool on.
He's like trip out.
What the fuck's those VH1 with the pop-ups?
Pop-up videos.
Pop-up video.
Videos.
You just smashing her and just giving her random facts. Well, did you guys talk after that, or did you just kind of cut out, ghosted?
I ghosted just because well, she had to work in the morning.
Oh
No, but since.
No, he's
But
saying like, have you
since-
contacted her again?
Oh, since then, no,
why not? Just hit her up. Like, what you up to tonight?
because I mean, all it would be is like just getting laid, and I'm just all like,
Ain't
okay,
nothing wrong with that.
What's wrong with
What?
that?
I
I was
don't know.
like,
Well, that's the
What
thing.
were
Like,
you
I
saying?
got
You based on
I
it?
got laid, and
that
then
shit
after
might,
that,
might
then I'm
not
just
contact someone after that.
like,
You
I
got
got
it-
laid, and that's fine. But then after that, I'm like, you know what? Well, I want more than just to get laid.
You knew that's not what you wanted.
Well, what if she wants something more after?
She's not my type.
Was she good looking though?
Huh? Yeah. Again, I mean, I still have standards. Like,
Wait, but I
We
thought
want
you guys didn't
pictures,
really talk
though.
much,
Where the
though.
photos at? Though?
Where's the pictures at, though?
huh?
So
Photo?
how do you know she's not your type?
How do I know she's not my type?
Because that's not
Unless
what the type-
physically, are you saying? She's
No,
not your type?
physically.
I
yeah,
meant
like,
physically.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, but you didn't really.
not
even know her for you to
emotionally.
say
I
she's
mean,
not your
even
type.
maybe she's too sexually like crazy for him. I don't know. Because
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, as soon as it happened, just like, okay, I was so out of my fucking league.
like it was in your element. Like the minute she starts sticking out like
That's hype,
vibrators
though,
and like
so-
scratching
When she
you,
pulled the
drawing blood.
vibrator thing, I was like, what the fuck? That's hilarious.
But that's the
been
thing.
hyped
Like,
to
you're
be
telling
like,
this to like
fucking and turned
basically
around.
like the number one overthinker.
Stick it in, girl.
Not babe. I mean,
So it's like, I'm like, okay, well, something I could cross off a bucket list, and then from
Nothing
there,
below 5 though. dude.
Use your spit as lube.
use your tears as lube though.
You just fucking will. She has a vibrator in you.
While you were like, did you
Yeah.
stay in the moment or at?
no, I
when
totally stayed in the moment, and then after that,
But it was right after where you're like, what the fuck?
so just on the
happened?
way home, just getting a fucking panic attack.
Do you think like maybe I need to go get checked? I need to get tested.
No, not like that.
Or it was just like, what? We almost got caught.
No,
it's
panic
like-
attack more like
Adrian's fuck.
I'm disappointed. at
Adrian's been
myself.
fucking and seeing Joe and give him a shout out, but Joe didn't hear though. Joe didn't catch that vibe though.
no, it just what's it called? Just more like I had that, and I realized now that I have that, I don't want that.
That's not for you.
Yeah,
That
Say,
fucking little
I
yachty
say you
life.
try it twice, fool. Then you make a decision.
3 times. Fool. 3 times.
3 times sounds good.
A
fool.
tricky. fool.
Hit a,
Get a
nice
turkey?
little track hit
You
going.
feel me, fool?
Maybe she wasn't on her A game.
dude,
What?
this bitch was crazy. She was like on like she wanted everything.
You gotta tame the crazy.
Everything was on the menu. Did you eat her ass?
Fuck
Yeah.
her sane.
Yeah.
Oh, ass no.
Oh,
Oh.
she,
Yeah.
I heard, yeah.
Well,
He did. I was like, shit.
I heard
he
out. I
did.
heard out.
He did, fool.
I was like, shit.
Wait, groceries hard, fool.
I was like, yo, this chick, everything was on the menu. You didn't fucking, you just went all out. I mean, fuck it. If you're gonna have, if you,
Did you catch the vibes too or not?
you, Finn, and Roman are Eskimo brothers. Oh, y'all been inside the same chick.
Nasty
You should
Ashley.
have tried out the vibes at least.
Dongzilla.
It was a double-sided.
Right?
What was to do with this other side?
What's up with this mandingo dildo? Did she ever mention anything about your music? Like, what the fuck? Like, this is taking me out. Like, was she into the same music you were, or like, was she like, what the fuck are you playing?
I mean, she said she's heard of them, but it's just like
But she was just saying,
again, she's just looking to get fucked. That's all it was.
Her fuck style was buck wild.
as it should be, though.
Yeah. But as soon as the car alarm went off, it shut off the music.
Uh huh.
So I had to shut off the car and then turn the car back on just to put the AC on.
Uh huh.
And from there, it's like no music.
Oh.
So it's like half music, half without music.
Oh, okay.
What was better though?
You should have put some fucking Genuine or some shit.
I should have put on fucking flashlight.
You should have just played No Namers podcast so the homies are there. Kind
Herbology.
Cheering you on subconsciously.
Shit throws you off, though.
You fucked with the No Namers podcast? Huh?
Who hasn't?
That shit throws off my game.
That's how you prefer. That's how we prefer the listeners to listen to us. Well, fucking.
It felt like I was in an orgy.
So, you know for a fact that that's not for you, or like at the moment, it's like, oh, maybe this isn't for me.
No, because even like reflecting, like I said, like as soon as I reflected, I'm just like, well, I mean, in the moment it was cool because I was like, okay. But
But
then
what if
after
you get
that,
horny enough
Be
to
in
do
that
it
moment
again?
again.
well, that's the thing. I mean, there are all these urges, and it's just like,
You won't know till you get your dick sucked by a crackhead. That's when you know whether it's for you or not.
what the fuck?
When she pops her teeth out, then you're like, all right, I'm with this.
This is happening. This is
I've always
definitely
been a
happening.
fan of gums.
I mean,
That's
that's the
hyped
thing.
up.
There was no connection, and apparently, I'm one of those people that I guess I need that. And
like
then like I was,
listening to the
You're too
story and,
emotionally
like
damaged,
looking
huh?
at Joe because Joe like he didn't see that coming from you though.
well, that's the
Did
thing.
you?
Like no one
No?
ever sees any of that shit coming, and that's just like
Like
okay.
him telling the story, do you think it's real or like is it? Like,
I mean,
does
I
it
have
sound
the
like
proof on the
not
phone.
not that it's a
Just
fake.
calling this
This is
phone.
calling you
Oh,
out. No, no,
really?
not
I have the
that
proof on the phone right here.
I want to see
you filmed it.
videotaped
Or
it?
Where's the
No, not
pictures at?
videotaped.
I had
I'm
GoPros
down
mounted
for
in the
this
car,
YouTube, but that's the next no-name or YouTube clip.
YouTube challenge.
vlogging the one night.
Roman Salas, his fuck styles buck wild,
Savage, fam.
volume 3.
No, does it sound like Roman? Like, did you see him doing some shit like
I
that?
don't know. Is Roman a
No.
moaner?
Huh?
What?
Is Roman a boner?
A moaner.
Is Roman a moaner?
Mm-hmm.
No, like I
No,
keep my
he's not
shit
a
to myself.
motor.
I keep that shit to myself. Like I mean,
You play it close to
Roman?
yeah, like even with anything else I've done, like I've always like
keep
I'm a
what to
really
yourself?
private person.
Yeah, right.
The vibes?
and now you're putting it on a
Vibes.
podcast.
Well, the one
Such
thing
a
I put on
close
podcast, this kid was just so fucking out there and so unlike me. I'm just all like, okay, well, saying it out loud, just trying to come to terms and trying to figure out. Okay, well, apparently this was a part of me.
What's
Trying to figure out how
Bitch,
it.
don't kill my vibe.
Look
It's
inside
just
of your soul.
flopping
You
and
can
shit.
find gold and maybe get rich.
Honestly, like, I guess you don't know until you try it.
But that's the thing. I'm just like, okay, well, I mean,
Now you've tried it. You think it's not for you, and maybe it isn't. But maybe if it
for you.
maybe if it comes up again and you're horny
Vote
enough, you'll
now.
probably go for it.
but that's the thing. It's
Catchy
all like,
vote.
yeah.
I wasn't getting any play at the time, and I'm like, okay, this person was with it. I'm like, all right. So that's when I'm like, okay, let's do this.
That's when it's best for when you regret it after. For that shit makes you feel something.
What?
When you've instantly like, I fucked up.
And that's when he knew.
At 4 a.m, I'd be calling Juan and just giving him play by play
That's fucked up. Why?
because I'm a fucking crazy person.
You wake me up getting your ass broken.
I wouldn't call you. I never called
Fucking the vibes.
I just yacked.
Oh, he called. I forgot.
That was funny, bro.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's a good story, though.
It's a
Yeah.
terrible story. What you keep that shit fucking secret, dog.
You're
You
so
know whatever
overweight
gonna
that you
fucking
try to fucking throw up.
Yeah, dog. You eat that
It
shit.
You
happens.
wouldn't tell someone that like you fucked a bitch and she shit on you.
That's different, dog.
But like she didn't mean to shit on you.
Oh,
But honestly,
That's just a funny
during it
story,
or
man.
right after, you're like, I'm gonna tell this on the pod because that's happened to me so many times where I'm like,
Well,
yo,
no, it was
this
like
is
right after that. I'm just all like, this shit was too crazy.
That's a good one for the pod.
Mine's
Yeah.
like, I can't have states evidence out there.
Like I have a.
Well, my
them
thing is
building
it's
a
all
Rico
like-
case. Huh?
I mean,
They're
they're probably never gonna hear this pod, and then it's just me getting like,
She's a listener.
I mean, if she's a listener, then I mean, oh well.
Her sister Leia is too.
She's not well. You're not gonna. The episode's gonna call "You're Not Welcome to Long Beach." Just
Got long and strong in Long Beach.
yeah.
Why? That's come bros with a whole block in Long Beach.
That's what one thing
Basically
I'm
the
just all
whole
like,
Wilson from Long Beach. Fucking Polly.
but yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just saying out loud, trying to, I guess,
You're smashing her and catching Pokemon near the beach, near that park.
trying to call out different, name all 150 Pokemon.
The hype shit is though that his mouth is still on it. And that she didn't have a condom. So it's still hype.
Yeah.
That's why you should just gone raw. It's the same thing.
Wait, you're saying that
Well, I
because
just
he ate
saying-
her out without a dental dam that he's still.
It's the
Yeah.
same thing. That's why I just say fuck it sometimes. Say la vie.
Nah,
C'est la vie.
she don't get
We
pregnant.
rolling these dice, homie. Let's not get a 7 foot, and that's just the opening roll.
This was out here living life, dog. It's all good, dog.
I'm sorry, it's hype.
That's cool.
I'm saying
Yeah.
you should live life more.
How did
Take the extra
Wait,
risk.
you guys
bro.
didn't fuck in the front seat, right? It was the back seat.
Yeah, that's all
Did
the
you
back
like?
seat.
Can you make your back seat? Can you?
Yeah,
pull it
everything
out
went
and
down.
Make it a bed. So there was some
everything
space.
did go down.
They get down in the DM.
But it's funny because my mom's all like, why? Because it was I had the day off, so like I was just at home.
Yeah.
So she's like, where are you going at? Like late at night. I'm like, oh, helping a friend move a dresser.
And then undressing. You feel me?
Giving high fives to my mom. She's like, what?
I'm gonna need a
Smell
cigarette.
these
Don't
fingers,
kill
mom.
my vibes, mom.
I called
That
her.
way Dad gave you that thing?
What thing?
The talk?
What?
The birds and
Ah,
the
look
bees.
at here, Roman.
What did Dad give me?
The
That,
vibes.
The vibes.
A high
The
five.
vibrating fin over.
These vibes been in the family from generation to generation.
There you go. If you want to pass on culture, there you go.
There you go.
Pass your
What
kids
did Dad
some
give?
vibes.
Dad didn't give me anything.
No, we gave you that like thing for the beach.
Oh,
'Cause
I don't
Mom's
know
like,
why
I
he
think
gave me
Roman
that. He
was-
just gave me that out of random.
Just call them the king of the beach.
No, because my
Like-
mom's all like, I think Roman's seeing a girl. I think they went to the beach. And then my dad randomly gave him like
One of
this
those-
like
It's like a beach blanket, but it's like made
It's
out
the
of like
wood
bamboo
one.
and shit.
a bamboo one. You lay it out.
So it's like to
A
have a
beach
picnic
mat.
and shit.
Yeah, beach mat.
Maybe that's why he looked at me weird because I'm like, okay, cool. I could use this for the cemetery. And he's all like, wait, what?
You fucking in the cemetery too.
No,
The
Vibes,
disrespect, dog.
this is how the living does it. No, because on Friday I went to Saturday I went to the cemetery to go see a movie.
The
Sabrina,
homegirl?
Yeah,
you went by yourself?
I ended up getting stood up. I was like, ooh, hate
By that same chick?
a different chick.
Who stood you up so I can fuck him up?
She's like, let me sit
So
in your
wasn't your
face.
sister's homegirl?
Let me sit in your
Huh?
face in the
So wasn't the
cemetery.
sister's homegirl?
She wasn't with it. I'm just like,
Fuck her.
yeah.
Hating. They-
It's alright. She can
they
listen to this
badmouth
podcast.
her,
Fucking uncultured ass bitches.
Yeah.
Bougie bitch.
So you ended up watching. So you had a fucking extra ticket. You just watch. You just.
His
you
went to
just-
waste.
You just bring Finn. You just prop him up. Finn, you're watching Sabrina with me.
That's my new best friend now. It's like Lars and the real girl.
We've done shit together, bro.
You're the homie now.
That's hype though. Fuck it. You
Yeah, man.
yeah, here,
I mean, like I
living.
said, it's an experience, and then I'm just like, after that, I'm like,
That's life.
okay.
That's it. Life's nothing but
I
experiences.
just have a sequel of. You feel me?
With the vibes or without the vibes?
Now that you have,
She's gonna
eyes,
bring on the.
The
She's,
new frontier, bro.
she's gonna bring the simian.
You have to ride it.
Ride the salmon. Did you taste the vibes after?
No.
I've been hyped, dog. That's just some straight freak shit, bro. Did she taste the vibes after?
No.
she almost did. Came in her
just slugged
face.
her.
Punched her in the face.
Did she tell you she wanted to taste herself?
Wait, when you were
I
calling
told her she tasted good.
Oh yeah,
Did she though?
did she though, or was it a lie?
She tasted
That
like cake?
was a
That
lie.
was, that was a lie.
That was a lie.
Oh, I thought
She tasted like cake.
better. Bro. I've been hyped.
Imagine,
No, although
like,
I did
she-
text her. I'm like, are you going to bring out a piece?
Bring me your piece.
She breaks you off
She
a
did bring out a piece, but that shit vibrated.
brings a piece.
Wait, did she
brings
bring
her
a
some
fucking
little
purse
secret
with her, or like?
Yeah, she brought her whole purse and everything with
Just
her.
a duffel bag of
It's like I
toys.
wonder what the fuck else was in that purse.
right?
It's
Oh,
a gun, bro.
Oh, God,
She's gonna rob
Get
me?
out the fuck out the car.
If you don't make her come, she shoots you on sight.
Purse is the issue.
She's like, no pressure, but
Damn, imagine that shit all at the end. She just robs you. If you fucked her silly. And now he's got to drive back home butt naked.
No, he can't drive. He's got to call an Uber.
Uber naked?
Nah, she doesn't steal his car. You steal his gear.
She does it
She
for
just
the
takes
group?
Finn, though.
That was the only thing that was inside the car. Like everything
I'm
else.
taking Finn with me
And
as
your
a member.
clothes, homie, run them.
But why don't you have glasses in your Tinder profile? I don't
Taking
get
that
it.
she just...
Huh?
Because
Why
he
you
doesn't
have-
want them to know that he wears
Dude,
glasses.
I'm like opposite like Clark Kent.
And then she just has a collection of all the men she's robbed in her closet. It's just their outfits that she fucking... That's sick, dog. Right? No?
Write that movie. I'd
There
watch it.
is, son.
So you told her she. Well, no, I was gonna ask when she asked you to like call her the dirty shit. What's the dirtiest shit you called her? Like, what's like
Obama voter.
in,
Fuck.
in the moment? What's the weirdest or like craziest shit you could think of to call her?
Mama.
Mom,
No.
mom.
No Oedipus shit.
That's hype, though. Bro.
That shit bugs me too. Like you said, I mean, I've told you before. I'm on like last time a girl was saying like, daddy, and I'm just like, it's too weird.
Last time a
Low-key is
girl.
hype, though. Son.
No, dude, it's weird. Like last time a girl's like, "Hey, daddy," and I said, "You grounded." And after that, she never called me daddy again.
I would have pushed it further.
What?
Call me granddaddy.
Call me Big Daddy.
Call me
Kane.
Grandpapa.
Pop off.
Call me stepdad. So
Pop,
it's not
pop.
completely.
Pop wants a treat.
Stepdaddy's not that bad. Technically, that's not
Call me Woody Allen.
Pop wants a treat.
Pop, horny.
Or it's like Arrested Development. Pop.
So what did you call it? What's the dirtiest shit you called her? You're a slut? That's it?
During
Huh?
the
I
act?
mean,
No. I mean, she's like, call me some dirty shit. I was just like, what the fuck?
yeah.
did you,
So I
well,
mean, just like she would just like.
slut was the most.
Well,
you
she
could
would just
degrade her?
basically call me a slut.
Oh,
Call
she
me
would
a
tell.
yeah. She'd be like, call me a slut.
Call me a what?
Call me a tramp. She's like, I'm your dirty whore. And I was just all like,
Bitch, you freak
yeah.
though.
So I'm just all like, okay, hooked on phonics. So I just repeat after you.
Oh, so you're just saying whatever she told
So
you.
just going with it.
You have bad credit and she's just going at it like, what the fuck?
You got a 450 FICO, bitch.
Your
She's like, what?
IQ is a 10.
Give up on your dreams.
Give up on your dream. It ain't gonna happen.
He's just like, do I fuck better than your dad?
Imagine you just like, call me uncle.
Was
Call
that
me
shit
uncle.
weird when you found out Bruce Willis was the ghost at the end of Sixth Sense?
She's like, what?
It fucked me up.
That's hype.
Gentrification.
He was
girl.
dead the whole time.
What do you feel about gentrification?
Hey, I didn't see that shit coming.
Right
low-key.
for the red and shit. I was like, this was a
Clinton or Trump?
place,
See his
fool.
new movie?
Which one? Mel's?
That was trash.
Yeah, M Night Shyamalan.
No.
No,
I thought he was
was
gonna do a
on,
series of Netflix shit.
I
Yeah.
thought he was.
I
Too.
thought he got to do it from 7-Eleven for.
Oh. Hey.
Hey!
I think it's
The
called like
twist is that's not a Coke.
Lives or some shit.
The
What?
big bites are $2.22.
I forget what it's called, but it looks dope. I seen the trailer.
What?
But most of his trailers are all right, and
I
then
think
you
it's called
watch
Get a
it.
Clue.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. The trailers look all right, but then you pay to see the movie. That's the twist.
paid for
The
this
Mel
shit.
Gibson movie looks good. The Hacksaw Ridge shit with Andrew Garfield, where he goes to World War II, but he doesn't use guns.
I haven't seen that one.
No,
It looks hype.
Machine Gun Preacher?
I don't know. I
Gerard
mean, this
Butler?
guy hating
Hobo with
Jews making
machine
a
gun?
World War II movie.
What?
All right.
Well, does he hate Jews or was he
I mean,
I thought his grandpa didn't believe in the
his grandpa said he was a Holocaust denier, like it didn't happen, like they say, or get over.
what
it,
didn't
or-
he call that whole cop fucking?
He called her a Jew, but I mean, he called her sugar tits. That's what he called her. So sexist more than
What are
Yeah,
you talking about?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, how they
I seen that,
That's what you should have called her, sugar tits kike. You know what I mean, or something.
Although I seen that Edge of Darkness, that was pretty good.
That was very good.
Yeah, I like that one.
He's not like, he's not talented.
He's not. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, you're saying?
People are acting like he's not talented.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Mel
he-
Gibson
he's
is talented.
Movies, dude, like he's been a part of good movies. He's a
No,
good
he
director.
could fucking act his ass off too.
And
Yeah.
direct.
Although I hate his Hamlet. I don't like his Hamlet.
What about Braveheart though?
Braveheart's dope.
Fuck it. I feel like it's a good place to end. I mean, we got some culture shit, then we hit it with the fucking nice sex story. I'd say other people to share their shit, but Asian don't like to share.
I like to be watched though.
Why are you eating cake?
This would just
I like
takes out
watching.
a big old strap on.
I like the vibes.
Have my cake and eat
That's
it too.
less pressure on you.
Right?
That's weird though. Like
Whatever's gonna make. The
That's
girl
weird
happy,
because I
that's
mean,
cool
it's
with me.
because I mean, it's
Weird,
vibrating her, but then it's vibrating on me too.
That's just
That's
clutch,
cool.
bro.
Sometimes you need a fucking, a
So,
closer.
Well, you want me to pitch 9 innings?
a cutter. No,
I pitch 6.
no the
I
like
could pitch 9 innings.
I
but
pitch a good 6 if you get my vibe, and then that's it. That's all you're gonna get.
those 3 extra innings, you gotta catch some vibes.
you're like, let me pop a 5-hour energy drink right now. I'm just like on your way over there. You just stop at a 7-Eleven and pop as much as extends as you can, or like those fucking
The rhino ones?
Your dick will crack.
the herbal dick pills.
I thought those shit don't work. Like I
It's
thought it was
from
all-
one of the
How they do,
podcasts I
dude.
listened to, the guy was saying that he would take them, and that it would swollen his shit up, but he had to stop taking them. Like they're bad for you because they're not FDA approved or some shit.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if they say they are, they're not. Because if you read the ingredients, the guy was saying, yeah, I actually looked it up and like what shit does, like what's in it.
Yeah.
He's all like, there's no way this shit's like legal in the U.S. But I
Oh.
guess it is. I
it's
don't
like
know.
antifreeze.
The homie said that because he worked over at
It's
the
safe if
pharmacy.
If you just break them open and rub it in.
He said
Stick
a
it up
lot
your
of them
bum
are
hole.
just
I've always
kind of.
wanted to try
Sniff
one,
'em
but
like
I always
Coke?
thought they were like placebos or some shit.
A lot
Try
of
one.
times, that's what he said. It's just mental, like, because it's not. It doesn't give you an insta boner. Like, it's most like mental. Like, you
Of
know,
course,
you have
it
to
doesn't
be.
give you an insta boner. It just helps. It's an enhancer.
It's an enhancer. it's just like it feels like you got Jesus with you. You know what I mean? Like you ain't alone.
Take
you
the
know?
wheel,
It's
Jesus.
like Nas.
it,
If your car's not running, it's not gonna work. Your shit's just gonna blow up. If your car's running, it'll go faster.
gives you an extra boost. Fuck it.
Just don't use
I
your
love
mouth
that.
too
Like,
early.
you know, there's stories that happen and you're like
Well,
willing to share in the pod, but also that it's outrageous and you're like, yeah, that's for the pod. Because I'm the same way. Sometimes like some weird shit happens and I'm like, that's going on the pod.
That's a good pod story.
That's a good pod story.
Yeah,
This shit
and
came
I mean
out of
that's
left field for me. So
well, that's the thing. Like, I
Alright,
wanted
so
like
that's
first
good.
reactions. So I'm like, okay, because then if I tell everyone, and then after it's all like, okay, well, we heard this one. before.
yeah.
It's gonna sound all scripted and shit.
We get it, dog.
we get it. She's a
Here he
freak.
goes again.
The homie that had me dying was Nick, though. We have to have Nick in here till it's like
Oh,
his
yeah.
$90
I wonder how-
his
I wonder
$90
how is
date.
it- Is day one.
$90 date.
Yeah,
On
he had a
Thursday?
$90 date.
What?
Well,
Did he at least get a finger? in
because
there?
nah, he said that the chick, she can pound, and he was trying to keep up with her, and he never checked the fucking beer prices, and like they had 3 apiece and then dinner. So by the end of the night, it was $90. So
And
just
didn't lead to
keep-
anything?
yeah, no, he didn't keep tabs. It was their first date, which is kind of like first date
That's
$90.
it, $90.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's
pricey.
That's not that.
But then I mean the
Crazy.
price is gonna go higher.
What?
$90
$90
on a
for a
date.
first date. That's
Shit's expensive, man.
I feel you, but $90. I mean, at least split it where it's 40 or 40, 45.
The Uber isn't cheap, dog. You're tripping right now.
Shade.
All right, guys. It's probably gonna end there. I'm Nestor.
I'm hurt.
I'm Adrian.
Joe and Roman.
The Smasher.
The vibes. All right, guys. Have a good week.
Dumb and wrong.
Bye.